Tell them what just happened.
And I lied.
And that you punched me in the fucking thing, and you
figured
in the
it
face,
out.
and you said, "No, fucking, no, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about?" And I watched you lie, and then
I didn't punch you.
And
by
then
the way, I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you, babe. You're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You've been a lot of fights, been around a long time. I know. Yeah,
no, when you fucking have a closed fist.
You didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you.
You can't
I don't know what
me.
the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are your toes?
What am I supposed to do? Do this?
How are your toes?
I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are.
Oh,
that's the difference between me and you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you start physical fights?
You're such a baby!
Because
Grow the fuck up,
because you start physical fights?
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did.
This is not gonna be a regular video. I am really fucking mad right now, and I've been mad about this for a while. I just haven't really decided to scream about it on my channel. Originally, I wanted to make a longer, bigger, more informative video of Amber Heard and her abuse towards Johnny Depp. I listened to hours of their recorded phone conversations, which I will link down below. There's a channel who's doing excellent work putting out the phone conversations and analyzing them, and I will link that down below. I was gonna make a big video. Frankly, it became too much for me, even just after hearing hours upon hours of how disgustingly abusive Amber Heard was towards Johnny Depp. I just couldn't make the long, big video. So I've been waiting, seething, waiting to see when I would start screaming about this, and it turns out it's now. Because our dear friends at L'Oréal Paris have decided that they stand by Amber Heard. Amber Heard, the abuser. You know, you remember not that long ago there was that person, that, you know, minor actor Johnny Depp who like lost all of his roles in movies and was publicly vilified because of false accusations from Amber Heard, who has been in trouble for abuse before with a prior girlfriend. I need to calm down a second. Let's see how long it takes them to delete this, or they're gonna decide to be even dumber and keep it up. Okay, so there's one picture and a video. The caption, I think, is what is most interesting to me. Hashtag women make cinema. Hollywood actress Amber Heard highlights that a woman's inner beauty is what we should value the most. I would love to see women be able to be powerful, smart, opinioned, and taken seriously, even if they are beautiful. Even more, I would love to see women held to different standards other than the superficial ones we're held to. Isn't that nice? Don't we want to see women be held to a certain standard, aka maybe let's forget the double standard that just because you're a woman and you abuse a man, suddenly everything's cool, your abuse doesn't matter, he's a victim and it doesn't matter because you're what, a girl who's pretty? Yeah, sure, okay. I love how her brain dead quote makes it seem like there aren't plenty of powerful, beautiful, opinionated women. I mean, like, where have you been, girl? Like, I get you're saying girl power and everything, but it's surreal to me. Surreal that amidst all that's going on, especially because of how much publicity this has been getting. This is not some tiny little indie story that nobody's ever heard of. This is Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. This has been discussed so much that they were, I believe there was discussion on whether she was even gonna stay on the cast of, what's it called? Aquaman. And I mean, like, it would be good to remove her from the cast because on top of being an abuser, in my opinion, she's a terrible actress. Should maybe look into something else because, girl, this is not for you. She might have time to do that in prison. You know, I hear they have classes in prison. Maybe that's something you can look into, Amber. Anyway, I think the thing that is enraging me the most is that when there wasn't yet any proof against Johnny Depp, his roles were nixed. He was excommunicated, essentially, when there was no evidence against him. Now we have hours of tapes of their recordings. We have her admitting to not punching him but hitting him because her hand was open and not closed, so that makes it okay. She chopped off part of his finger. People around them who work for Johnny Depp have gone on record saying that they've witnessed her behavior and how Johnny Depp has changed because of her behavior. There is all of this evidence piled up, and she's still here, being paraded as a woman with inner beauty, which inner beauty bitch where? Like, I can't see her, might need a magnifying glass, might need a full-on fucking microscope, but I am beside myself with just like the double standard here. And I know I talk about double standards all the time, but this one is specifically horrifying because of the amount of evidence that there now is against Amber. The massive amount of irony is also not lost on me. The fact that they're celebrating women and powerful women, an abuser should not be part of that. Okay, L'Oreal, no, not today, not ever. I don't understand who is running this social media. I want to know, because their head is the right amount far up their ass where they can't see reality, but they can still see the post button on Instagram. I will link the recordings down below. You can listen to them. It's horrifying. I can't believe we're having this conversation. I'm sorry I went on a kind of rage rant. I just want justice for Johnny Depp, and now I know there are going to be comments inevitably that are like, but Johnny Depp did this, this, and this. The argument here isn't whether Johnny Depp is a perfect individual. The argument is just about, did Amber Heard abuse him, which she did. So Johnny Depp having done shitty things in the past, that doesn't really come into this equation because he still is the victim of abuse. Just gonna put that little memo because I know that anytime I mention it, there is someone who's like, well, he once did so and so. No one's saying he's a perfect individual. He's very well a flawed individual like everyone else, but Amber Heard should not be left off the hook just because Johnny Depp did so and so, because she abused him. He's a male victim, and all the people who are here for the Me Too movement, I really would like to see all of those people stand up for another Me Too moment, and just because it's a man, it doesn't mean it doesn't matter, okay? That is the end of my rage because I could just go on. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Fuck Amber Heard. Goodbye.